Brett and Audrey, good evening. This morning, HUD went around to the Clay Arsenal apartments, knocking on doors, telling residents that they will be starting the process of rescinding landlord Emmanuel Ku's $1.4 million annual subsidy. This move just coming 24 hours after the city of Hartford pulled his tax abatement. That results in an amount of $260,000 each year. Residents who have been fighting for this day to come saying they finally feel heard.
Please put our hands together for these trailblazers, for these leaders, for these wonderful residents in the city of Hartford that we sometimes forget about, but have stepped up in a major way.
150 families, 26 buildings of Section 8 housing, and 2,300 violations in the Clay Arsenal Renaissance apartments. Residents have been fighting for months as Emmanuel Ku failed to respond.
First and foremost, I'm a parent, and I love my children, and I don't think it's fair that they should have to go to school and sleep because they have mice running through the walls where they live.
Terry Morrison, one of the 6 resident leaders fighting for better living conditions.
It's not fair to the kids, and if you're a parent and you can't advocate for them, then they'll think that it's okay, and this is how everybody lives.
Rhonda Siciliano works for HUD and explained to me the process for residents moving forward.
The residents will be given 15 days to respond with any comments to HUD about this abatement. And then from there, HUD will take next steps in moving forward with the abatement of the Section 8 contract.
As for the landlord, the slumlord who own those buildings to fulfill the basic responsibilities of keeping those buildings safe.
There is no room anywhere, whether it's Hartford or any city in the United States of America, for this kind of behavior to exist.
This morning, HUD workers knocking on doors to notify residents that the process of pulling Emmanuel Ku's subsidy was starting. HUD has written to Emmanuel Ku. In that letter, it reads, quote, major health and safety problems such as rodent infestation, inoperable smoke and fire detectors, inadequate ventilation, water damage, and fire hazards continue to plague the project despite having been provided numerous opportunities to remedy the unsafe and unhealthy conditions and to complete required repairs.
Today, if Emmanuel Ku is watching, we implore you to put the lives of our brothers and sisters in front of your own personal gain.
Mr. Ku, do the right thing by the residents here of the city of Hartford. Do the right thing as an American, standing up for our citizens, because guess what? If you won't, we will.
Now that the residents have been notified, they now enter into a 15-day period where they can comment on the information they've been given. Once that period is over, HUD will then come here to the Clay Arsenal apartments and meet with residents to talk about how they move forward. But residents telling me today that they've been fighting so long to see this day come. Not only do they feel that their voices have finally been heard, but they feel that their voices matter. Reporting live in Hartford this evening, I'm Ben Goldman, Fox 61 News.